Hi, welcome back to the channel. So today we're looking at the new Armaf fragrance, the new Club de Nuit Intense Overdose. So this has only been out a few weeks. It's quite a new, obviously a very new fragrance. Now for me, I was quite excited to get this one. So originally my plan was to just do an unboxing first impressions, but when I purchased this, Armaf very kindly sent me a little mini as well. So I got to try it out. So in this case, I'll do an unboxing and I'll actually do a full review to let you know how the fragrance, to me, smells. The breakdown of the notes here is quite interesting. So it'll be interesting to see how it smells. So we'll start off with the presentation. Obviously, this is still sealed. This came straight from Armaf directly. Cost me £42.99. So it's nicely sealed on the top. Tells you on the side that it's an extrait to parfum. On the back, you've got your hologram, and then on the bottom is kind of your list of ingredients. And on the other side, it's got John Abraham edition. So whether this is a limited edition or whether it's something they've done in collaboration with John Abraham, I don't know. But let's get into the box and show you what it's like inside. This is the first time I've seen it because obviously I've only used the little mini. So let's get in here and have a look. Okay, so it's a textured box. It's quite nice. There's a little jewel on the box there as well. That's quite interesting. So as you open it up, you've got the little Armaf card. How very Creed, where they do that. That just kind of pulls aside, and then inside here we've got the bottle itself. Oh, it's quite a nice looking bottle. So it's very, very glossy here. So you got on the bottom there, and it's a red cap. It's branded Armaf on the top. It's a metal cap, so it's nice and metal. It's also stamped inside. You might be able to see that, but it says Armaf inside there. And the atomizer also, if I bring that across the other, if you can see that, but it's also stamped Armaf on the atomizer. Little jewel encrusted on here. This is going to be a fingerprint magnet. It's very metallic, very shiny. So let's talk through the notes real quickly. We'll get the atomizer a little spray because I don't know how this atomizer is yet. As I said, I've only used this little mini that they gave me. So I'll put them up on screen as always. So in the top, you've got pineapple, blue crystal, whatever that is, bergamot and tangerine. In the mid is oak moss, vanilla and plum. And then in the base is patchouli, white powder, whatever that is, amber and tonka. So let's give it a little spray. I'm going to wear this today, so I'll show you how the atomizer. Okay, decent. Let's put some of this on today. There we go. All right. So I tested this, not obviously this, but the mini for the last couple of days. My thoughts on it. Does it smell like the note breakdown? No, it does not. So, as most of you will probably know, Club de Nuit Intense the original was inspired by or a clone version of Creed Aventus. Quite a smoky, fruity, blackcurranty pineapple fragrance with a lot of woods. Creed obviously then released a new fragrance, so Absolute Aventus, which is a slightly more fruity take on Aventus. Armaf then also released a version inspired by that, which is called Pressure 1, which is an inspired version of that. So there isn't any new Creeds. So what is this? What is it trying to be? Is it trying to be another version of an Absolute Aventus? Is it trying to be a version of Aventus? Is it a twist? Is it its own take? What is it? So when you first spray this, the first thing you pick up is pineapple. It's a very bright, very juicy, very zingy pineapple is what you pick up off the top. There's some tangerine in there as well, so there's some bright citruses, and it's quite fresh in its opening. Quite punchy, quite sharp. Quite like the opening. It's nice. I'm going to spray this on here as well, just so I can kind of spray on my wrist so I can talk you through it as I'm smelling it. So yeah, very, very fresh. That pineapple is juicy. It's nice. It's a nice pineapple note. It's not too synthetic, a little synthetic, but not too bad. It is quite smooth. Now this changes quite a lot from the top into the mid as it progresses through the fragrance. So like I said, as it starts off punchy, fruity, sharp, bright, very nice, very mass appealing. As it starts to go into the mid, you really get some of that oak moss coming through, but it's like a green, woody oak moss. So it's not a fresh green, it's quite a dirty green, kind of earthy, woody, quite a heavy note. Now the pineapple, the citrus, it stays there, that comes with it. So that drops that into the mid with the mid notes. But the vanilla and the plum, to my nose at least, there's none of that. You can't pick up any vanilla. There's no sweetness whatsoever in the mid of this fragrance. That plum note, again, for me, non-existent, can't smell it. There's no plum in this to my nose. Now, I do pick up like a blackcurrant-y kind of smell. Again, you get that from the top. And also the other note from the top, which obviously you're probably going to be interested in, this blue crystal note. Again, there's nothing blue about this fragrance at all. There's no shower jelly vibe. There's nothing blue in this that I would describe at all. You can literally just pick up the pineapple, the citrus, and the woods. That's how it sits from top to mid. No blue crystal, no plum, no vanilla. Don't smell it. So obviously that changes considerably. When you look at this, if you just look at this as a breakdown, you have an idea of what it's going to smell like, but it doesn't smell like that. As it starts to go down even further, so we're talking kind of 5-6 hours into this fragrance, and you start to get deep into the mid, into the dry down, into the base notes, that patchouli does come through, but again, it's kind of a dry, woody patchouli. It's not really green. It's not particularly fresh. It's quite heavy. It's quite dense. And you get a little bit of warmth from the amber. So you can definitely pick up the amber. Mild sweetness from the tonka, but I mean mild. It's not a sweet fragrance, this at all. And the white powder, no, there's nothing powdery about this at all. It's a very sharp, heavy fragrance. It's not powdery. So the two notes, which you will look at this and you'll be like, oh, blue crystal, white powder, what's that? You can't smell either of them. For me, it's just a marketing thing. There's nothing in there about this that's blue. There's nothing in there about this that's powdery in the slightest. So to sum it up, how does it smell overall? It's a fresh, bright, sharp pineapple citrus fragrance with some earthy woods that sit underneath that. As it dries into that, it becomes more woody. The fruits are still there, but they're dialed back a little bit, and it's more about the woodiness, and that's pretty much how it stays, with a little bit of warmth throughout the duration of this fragrance. Now, it's an extrait de parfum, so the concentration is high. This is loud, so this is going to push off your skin several meters. You don't have to be too heavy on the sprays here. This is going to fill a room very, very quickly. And the longevity on this, from my testing, is mental. It's 10, 12 hours plus easily off skin. If you put this on clothes, it's going to last for days. I mean, it is that potent. It's not geared towards any particular season. It's quite it's a safe scent to wear in any time of the year. People could use this as a signature scent. The only thing I will say, if you are planning to do it as a signature scent, it's one that you need to like masculine wood, because this is quite a masculine fragrance at its core. It doesn't have that kind of real freshness or that real sweetness. It's always got that heaviness of the woods throughout the majority of the life of this fragrance. So it is a masculine fragrance. But obviously, performance projection is incredible. Price point, as I said at the very start of the video, is very, very good. At the moment, £42.99 for this in the UK. I think if you're in America, it's about $70. Obviously, Armaf typically end up in discounters. So within 6 months or so, I would expect you'll be able to pick this up around the £30 to £35 mark. So, it's good value. Doesn't smell synthetic. It smells good quality. Overall, it's okay, but it's nothing special. It's not reinventing the wheel. It's not too far away from the original Club de Nuit Intense Man. You would hope that it was going to be this completely different take on it, with lots of plum and some blue notes and some powderiness, and unfortunately it just doesn't have any of that, and it's a little bit disappointing really for me, in the fact that I thought this might be a little bit different, but ultimately it's just another version with subtle changes from the original Club de Nuit and the Pressure line. But if you like things in the vein of Creed Aventus, if you like Mont Blanc Explorer, Afghan Supremacy, those kind of fragrances, then you're going to really, really enjoy this. In terms of mass appeal, most people, I think, would like this. It is. My wife wasn't too sure on the oak moss. She thought it was a little bit too woody for her taste. But I think most people would probably quite like this, and it is quite a safe buy. Not too much else to really say on it. Any comments you have, any questions, please do drop them in the comment section below. And as always, I'll do my best to answer them. enjoy your day. Take care. And I'll catch you on the next one.